Hey guys, it's Allie. I want to preface this video by saying I absolutely adore Onision, right? Greg is one of the nicest people I have ever come into contact with, and he does legitimately care about his audience. Does that mean he is always 100% right? No. Sometimes he is straight up wrong. And he's usually pretty good about recognizing the fact that he's wrong. And he's pretty good about learning from it and growing as a person. In this specific scenario, however, he's being kind of a dick. And I know that sounds fucking awful for me to say, like, yeah, one of my favorite YouTubers is being a fucking ass, but I'm sorry, it's the truth. He's being a dick. What is he being a dick about, you ask? DDLG. He has the very common misconception that DDLG is something that is inherently pedophilic, or that people who age play or do DDLG are deviants and just weirdos in general. But here's the thing. He's typically, he tries to understand a subject before he speaks on it. In this specific scenario, he isn't even trying to understand. Like, he just kind of seems set in his ways like a Bible thumper. And it's kind of depressing because, I am very open about my enjoyment of the DDLG. And I am very obvious about it, I guess. Like, I have legitimate videos where I'm just straight up in costume and so it is something that I'm not exactly passionate about, but it is something that I think people should learn more about before they try to knock it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that Greg is being a bigot or an asshole or anything like this. I'm just saying that he's being a little ignorant. He's not taking into context and taking into consideration how people actually use DDLG as coping mechanisms, as in general kink. He just kind of connects it to actual babies, which is, I kind of see it. Some people do that, and it's completely understandable, especially if you have no idea what's going on. The problem with Greg is the fact that he is in contact with people who actually know about the community, and then he doesn't try to learn from them. He actually kind of made a video where he was being a dick about it to Madison. I adore Madison. I think Madison is fucking great. And Madison just kind of, I'm trying to be nice about this, Madison bitched out. She just kind of went along with it, which is a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Especially when someone's being that, I don't want to say violent or, strong-minded. I'm going to say, strong-minded. I'm not going to say something like, I don't know, just, set in his ways. It can be kind of difficult to try to communicate to somebody how you feel about something like that, or how you are thinking when someone's very vocal and open themselves. It's kind of hard to start that dialogue, especially with something sexual, because a lot of times sexuality and kinks aren't something that people speak openly about, something that doesn't really have a dialogue. I would just like to convey the message to Greg specifically, and to anybody else who's openly mocking or knocking the DDLG community, to just look more into it. To actually talk to the people instead of just outwardly shaming them. Sorry about that. My camera died. Okay. But, yeah, just look into things, talk to people, have an open dialogue before you knock something. And again, I'm gonna express my opinion that anything that is between consenting adults, 2 or more, anything, right? Consenting adults, none of my business. I personally am not a furry. I don't really like participating in furry conduct. I think it's weird, but am I gonna say that to somebody who is a furry? No, because what consenting adults do behind closed doors is none of my fucking business. Even if they're doing it like in public, if they're not being outwardly sexual in public, yeah, sure, whatever. People walking around in fursuits, okay, cool. Whatever you want to do, if that's what floats your fucking boat, that's what floats your fucking boat. None of my business. Okay? It's just, I believe in polygamy. Consenting adults, none of my business, you know? So it just kind of, it irritates me when someone I look up to and someone that I regard as a wonderful human being is kind of being a dick. And, yeah. Greg, if you see this, you probably won't because you don't care about me. But it's okay. It's okay. I understand. You have other shit to do. You have children and shit. It's okay. Like, just look more into things. Have open dialogue. Talk to people. Do an interview. And don't be a dick about it. Go in with open arms and open heart, all right? Just try your best to understand people even when you don't quite get their reasoning, okay? I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peep the sunburn. Bye.